Here's more wrestling news for June 3rd, 2021. And your headlines for this afternoon include: more evidence Vince McMahon is putting WWE up for sale emerges. What excuse did WWE give released superstars for firing them? Released superstar reveals Nixed championship plans. Why Vince McMahon scrapped his big title win. Update on NXT's Diamond Mine. What exactly is it? WWE Hall of Famer to be released from prison very soon, and more. We are starting this video with WWE's most recent releases, as the company continues to cut talented employees all in the name of cost-cutting measures. One popular theory is that these measures are happening ahead of WWE being put up for sale, which should also explain why the company recently merged several redundant departments into one new WWE media division led by Kevin Dunn. During Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez discussed the idea of WWE President Nick Khan putting the company up for sale, and revealed that a lot of people in WWE think a sale is coming. He added, "Everybody believes Nick Khan is setting this company up to be sold. How do you say that it's budgetary reasons when you're making so much profit? Well, you say it's budgetary reasons when you decide the amount of money that you're going to spend on talent." WWE unloading people with big contracts does hint that the promotion will be on sale soon in what would be the biggest change to the wrestling world in decades. We'll have to see what Vince McMahon does, but the writing on the wall is that WWE will soon be on the market. But the question is, who has deep enough pockets to purchase it? If WWE is up for sale, we doubt CM Punk has the revenue to take over the company he walked out on in 2014, but the former world champion does believe that WWE will be under new management soon. In response to this week's releases, Punk tweeted a waving emoji, as well as a gif from Trading Places, where Dan Aykroyd's character can be seen selling off his shares on the stock market. Punk is clearly under the impression that WWE is ready to sell, and he's not alone in that belief. And with all these releases, as well as WWE executives like Vince McMahon, Stephanie, Triple H, and Kevin Dunn all unloading tons of stock in the past year, there's plenty of reasons to believe a sale is imminent. Aleister Black was one of the most surprising releases, as he only just returned to TV, and we have an update on what led to his departure. According to Fightful Select, many people who were working to put a storyline together for Black didn't know he was being cut, and WWE's creative team had recently been told to stop pitching ideas for the Dutchman without explaining why. It was also noted that there were never any long-term plans for the Black vs. Big E feud, and on his wife Zelina Vega's Twitch stream, the former NXT champion said he, like everyone else cut, were told it was due to budget cuts. Interestingly, there's been talks recently that Vega could be returning to WWE, but if that happens, she won't be working alongside her husband. Black leaves WWE, a former NXT champion and the 2019 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winner, but there could have been more titles on the Dutchman's resume. Following his release, Black joined his wife's Twitch stream and discussed what WWE had planned for him before he was let go. He said, "There was actually a moment where I was actually supposed to win the US title, but then Vince's consensus were, I don't want to have him have his first title win in front of no audience. So there was always good stuff going on. Like, there's a lot of good stories, a lot of almost happened moments, so I can't be negative." Speaking about his relationship with WWE's chairman, Black said he had a very good relationship with McMahon and that the chairman respected him for always saying how he felt and praised him for his creativity. That praise and adulation wasn't enough to keep Black from being released, but if things had gone different, the Dutchman would have had a US title reign to his name. NXT news, as the Diamond Mine vignettes have been airing on the Gold brand, but there's still been no confirmation on what the Diamond Mine actually is. WWE started airing the MMA-themed vignettes back in April, and it appears that the mine could be opening very soon. According to reports, it appears that WWE could be getting an MMA-style brand based on the MMA style of the vignettes, which some people have referred to as NXT Underground. In the vignettes, athletes are seen using Fusion X-Cell bags, a brand that teaches MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, and other combat arts. In the latest vignette, it was said that the Diamond Mine is opening soon, and this could be a very interesting addition to WWE's Gold brand. The Diamond Mine isn't the only big change coming to NXT, as according to reports, the Gold brand is also using a newly designed ring. Ringside News has learned that NXT has been using a modified ring for the past few months before WrestleMania, and the idea is to replace the wood in the ring with plastic that is similar in its setup. The new plastic material helps absorb bumps better to lessen the damage superstars put on their bodies, which will ultimately allow these superstars to have longer, safer careers. WWE will go back on the road next month, but there's no word on whether the main roster will use this new ring, but if it works in NXT, there's a more than likely chance it'll be used across all of WWE. It's unclear when the Diamond Mine will be revealed, but we do know that the Gold brand has major plans for next week's NXT, which will be the go-home show before In Your House. After a parking lot showdown between Hit Row Records and Killian Dane, Drake Maverick, and Everrise on this week's show, it's been confirmed that Dane will face Isaiah Swerve Scott next Tuesday. Next week's NXT will also see Oney Lorcan versus Austin Theory, Ember Moon face Dakota Kai, and the return of Poppy. NXT champion Karrion Kross will also have a segment involving his 4 challengers for In Your House, as he'll share the ring with Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne, and Johnny Gargano next Tuesday, and fans can expect things to get heated before these 5 meet at TakeOver In Your House, where the NXT title will be on the line. That match is certainly fitting of the main event of NXT TakeOver In Your House, which will also see an appearance by Ted DiBiase Sr. It's been confirmed that the $1 Million Man will be at ringside for the In Your House match between L.A. Knight and Cameron Grimes, as both men will compete to determine who's worthy of carrying on the $1 Million Man's legacy. There's been talks that WWE is set to reintroduce the $1 Million Championship, which perhaps could be presented to the winner of the Knight vs. Grimes match, and whatever the case, Ted DiBiase will have the best seat in the house when this match happens. Now, it's no secret that Tammy Sytch, aka Sunny, has had problems with the law and has been incarcerated since her July 13, 2020 arrest in Middleton, New Jersey. There might be good news coming for WWE's original diva though, as a report from PW Insider notes that the state of Pennsylvania has rescinded their order to revoke Sytch's parole, which was decided on May 14th. The state filed to revoke Sytch's parole in July 2020, but it's unclear why they did this. But now Sytch is once again eligible for parole. Following her release from prison last time, Sytch made a killing on OnlyFans, racking up $100,000 a month, but she was later arrested on charges of operating a motor vehicle with a suspended license, eluding police, and violation of a domestic violence restraining order. At this time, Sytch remains behind bars, but with her revoked parole being rescinded, things may be turning around for the WWE Hall of Famer. And we're ending today with Jinder Mahal, who was initially released by WWE in 2014, but made his way back to the company, eventually becoming WWE Champion at Backlash 2017. Mahal's win over Randy Orton is still regarded as one of the most shocking title reigns in history, and whilst many fans didn't care for it, that wasn't the reaction backstage in WWE. This week, Cinta de Oro, aka Sin Cara, spoke to Sportskeeda about a variety of topics, including Mahal's shocking win, saying, "It's always an amazing story when you see the underdog, someone you never would expect to get to the top, like Jinder, like Drew, like Kofi Kingston. It was an awesome feeling for a lot of us. The reaction was great." Mahal's title reign is a distant memory, as he most recently returned with Veer and Shanky by his side, and for a company often criticized for relying on the same old names, the company broke that tradition by pushing Mahal in 2017. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.